just kind of what sounds best to me in those situations anyway. Yeah, I think I'm just ready to jump right into that. The Elli gauntlet continues here with Jenova versus GucciGamingSocks. And remember, this is fighting for 5th place. So congrats to Jorts for the 5th place. We're gonna see who will be matching that right here. Ooh, I love that bear right there. I think like bear combo extensions like that are just super good. If you can find places to hit them in. I think honestly bear is one of Elli's hardest aerials to use, but when you use it right, it's honestly just really fun to use and also really strong. But rolling right into the hammer right there, and Jenova very clearly not happy about that with that weight on the platform. Ooh, good string right there, you get rid of the armor, but she just gets it right back. Yeah, we saw like versus Lunar, Gucci definitely will prioritize that armor and will be consistent at getting armor up. But yeah, jab at ledge. That's a lot of knockback, but not gonna kill. Neither is that up air. Finally, charge missile. Took him long enough. Yeah, Gucci. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Edlis lives for a very long time, so it's honestly kind of hard to blame Jenova. This matchup's a super volatile one, as we mentioned earlier. Both these characters are volatile in and of themselves. To put them together, and it just gets all the crazier. I think there are a few annoying points in this matchup for both characters. Like I know for Eliana, you don't want to jump as much as normal because icicles shut you down for free. Recovering against icicles is obnoxious, and you can't use missiles very much as like a poke tool in edge guarding because of the projectile invincibility on Edlis Upbeat. But likewise, Elli still has a lot of tools to kind of catch like really good aerials to catch Edlis while he's recovering. You can create some really dangerous 50-50s, especially if you use like steam and up tilt traps. So even though you can't edge guard in a normal way, you still have some potent traps if you are familiar with the matchup. And of course, Edlis having a somewhat shoddy disadvantage, we can just kind of go ham on him. Jenova, what was that? I mean, I know what that was, and you almost had it, but come on. I kind of appreciate the cheekiness, especially in like game 1. I don't think it's too bad to go for something kind of goofy like that, but that's a weird option. And yeah, eventually gonna end up getting chomped for that. Gucci gets up 1-0 right now. We start off the set. Let's jump right into it. We're going to air him out of here. Poor rabbit got eaten. Unfortunate. KitKat, thank you very much for the raid. There are way too many Ellies in this bracket. You are contributing to this problem. At the same time, I like Eliana, so I'm not going to complain too much. But for now, we're going to be seeing KitKat in a little bit. We still have Jenova holding down the fort for the Elli players. And yeah, looking to catch right there. So, using util to ledge trap in this matchup can be a little finicky at times because of fair armor. Fair armor will, I think, always beat up tilt no matter what. Because it's only actually armoring the first hit, which has like set damage that will never beat fair armor. Rather, it has like no knockback, I'm guessing is what happens. But if you can catch Edlis in situations where he can't fair, or if you just go up and hit him with a move that will break fair armor, then the character's kind of just dead in some situations. Oh yeah. Actually, it's a really good trap, honestly. Like, if Yuchi's not going to come up with something to try to trade with F-tilt, or just try to go around F-tilt even, I have to be pretty cognizant of that. I mean, like, Edlis can, Edlis has a few aerials that are really good for popping back on stage. You have up tilt if you're coming from below, or up air rather, if you want to do something like really whack and throw the opponent off big time. Bear I think is safest option, and then you have Fair for the armor. Not at the right heat level right there, but yeah, I'm just gonna get the up tilt. And on stage like Aramata, there isn't a lot of space to have to DI safely, so GucciGaming is gonna kind of die to that. And once again, Gucci going to near Fat Capital, which, I don't know, worked pretty well versus Lunar. I'd have to imagine, I don't think, again, this is a pretty good Elli stage, but I think it's even better for Edelus. Like, I do think there are, you know, I don't think there are that many better Edelus stages in this. Ugh, that's a big drop for Jenova, and then Gucci just gets free armor for that too. That's rough. Halloran is another Elli player being born in chat right now. I don't know if the world is ready for more Elianas. Slight misinput there, I think. Looking for the down Bs. Honestly, in that situation, if I was Jenova, I think I would have just gone, like, all in, read the second down B, and, like, up tilted to catch that. If you have a super disjointed move, like Elli up tilt, that will just beat at a down beat outright, because the move has almost no hitbox below it. Stuff like Stove up air and SK up air, like it's what I used to use to beat it. Now I have my up tilts that are pretty safe. Ooh. Oh, that was not what Jenova wanted. I really like the stick right there, honestly. I don't think that was the right spot to stick, but I mean, it was a good stick regardless. But, geez, in the end, I don't know if that was really worth it. So, remember, right, I mentioned earlier that Edda has projectile invincibility in that situation. So, as Elli, like, if you have Edelus in that spot, a lot of the time, what I'm aiming to do is basically harass him with up air, nair, and back air, and just, like, shove him even closer to the corner. Unfortunately, that's not what Jenova was going for right there. And, yeah. It's being a pretty skewed game into Gucci side. And now we're seeing the most Jenova counter pick. We got Tempest. Let's get Missile Control. Jenova has some really good missile control, I'm not gonna lie. That's something that I've always noted that he's like been really good at since first picking up Elli, is just steering his missiles. Somehow still catches it with that. Oh no. Gets the piss baby, but not gonna kill with it. Again, that's what I'm saying. If you see that down B come in, and you're ready for it, you can kind of just react to it. Grab him with chain. Oh yeah, good DI there from Gucci. I think a lot of people at first will make the mistake of like think they have to hold in on Elli until it ledge, but now that move's very rarely gonna actually kill you. And if you DI in, Elli just gets a free follow-up. A little bit greedy, but good DI there from Jenova. I think I would have. What was that accent? I think I would have died to that, to be honest. Oh, remember, DI for that move is straight down. I think Jenova held out for that, so that was a little dicey. Jenova's not too far behind right here. But this is a really uncomfortable spot to be. As any character, really. Edelus edge guarding is just so difficult to get past. If you don't use your air dodge at the perfect time, you might just die to that. Ooh. Oh, Gucci, what was that? Slightly mistimes that parry. Oh no. These are some really uncomfortable spots for Jenova to be in. And like, at least at 110% capable of making a comeback like this. That is super unfortunate. Oh, but here we go. Elli combos. That was really good edge cancel there from Gucci. think like Jenova's ready for all these parries, but just isn't positioned properly for them. Oh no. This is gonna be big. That's a good air dodge. I think, oh, Jenova's not paying attention to what moves Gucci's using. He's getting jab checked and dies for that one, yeah. Technically, Gucci's the one getting jab checked, but like, still. It's working out really well for Gucci. There we go. One thing I actually feel like I used to see Jenova do like all the time, and now I've never seen him do is reminds. So like, what you actually want to do, I think, can really depend. I like reminds a lot at low percents personally, just because like those are times where I think I'm not really too worried about forcing a kill confirm. And oh wow, corner pressure, corner pressure, yeah. Yeah, Gucci just dead it out. That's just freaking this Yeliana experience. There are some times that character can just force you in the corner, and then you better hope something happens and she messes up, because if she doesn't, you're dead. Seriously, Envy, you're right. Like obviously I know that Jenova had to have won that game, but I was really shocked still. Like, how is that even gonna happen? It's almost like that uncommon considering replay streams. Like, that happens pretty frequently, to be honest, like every one or two sets every stream, I'd say. Oh no. And yeah, this is game 5 here, so whoever loses this knocked out at 5th place. Good up tilt right there, catching a little side switch there. I know, like, jab 3 at ledge is really good from Endless. Jab 3 in general is a really good tool for Endless. I also think, like, this is a pretty good stage pick from Gucci. I know the stage is really good for Jenova, or for Elli rather, but Endless has some really good tools in this stage to actually flat drop Nair, so. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta be careful about the armor. There's literally nothing you can do to contest that, so you just kinda gotta let him burn the armor. And hope you can punish whatever happens after that. Jenova really just using charge missile here. I can't say I understand why, because Jenova's getting punished big time for it, but really you just stop using that right now, honestly. Oh. You killed the Endless from across the stage. I mean, I know it was side switch, but like, come on. Oh, and Dacus and Gucci is going to be taking that game. And the set.